I just had a coaching call with a client around 6 figures, and he thought his biggest problems were more clients and running ads. And as we dig deeper, 3 bigger mistakes showed up. And I want to share with you here in this video these 3 mistakes, because these 3 mistakes are keeping so many business owners stuck where they are, especially when you are around this 6-figure mark. So this business owner who I was talking with, he is running a service-based business, and he charges around 5 to 10K per month per client, and thought that he really can scale or grow his business now past the 6-figure and up to 7-figure now with just getting more clients and running the ads. So this is something that you're really told to. So especially if you're following the online marketing space, get more traffic, do more sales calls, and onboard more clients. And if you can fulfill, you can grow the business. But I asked just one question. How many invoices have you written this week? And he told me, yeah, I wrote these invoices here and there, but there are still 3 left which are on due. And I said, okay, why haven't you just wrote these invoices and sent the invoices out to collect the money that you deserve because you are already fulfilling for this client? And he said, yeah, I don't have a system in place to systemize this, to send out the invoices, because every client is different. And so he made all the excuses why he didn't send the invoices. And I said, okay, you want to grow your business and you're not collecting the money. So you're just growing your business on paper, because this is just a figure on paper. If you have more clients and can say, yeah, I possible can collect more money, but actually you need to collect the money as well. And this is the first thing that I see very often. And I just want to ask you, how many invoices haven't you wrote, and what money haven't you collect from your clients? This is something I really experience with a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of businesses, that they don't write the invoices and don't collect the money that they really deserve. So if you are struggling with this, don't focus on onboard more clients, because you just grow the problem, the real problem you're facing. So what I told him is really dial in the system, figure out a way that you automate the system, that every invoice is kind of sent automatically. There are hundreds of tools out there. There are hundreds of systems out there that you can just plug and play, and just figure out a way for you that serves you. And for our old company, I set up this very simple. So we used HubSpot, and from HubSpot we set up an automation with Make, so that the invoice was created in our bookkeeping software. The bookkeeper just needed to accept this invoice and send it to the client. That's it. And later on, Make was checking if we got the money in our bookkeeping software, and then it said already in HubSpot the invoice was paid or not. So it was very simple setup, nothing fancy there. And it took us, I think, a few days with Make to set this up. So it doesn't take a long time, but this is the foundation of your business, and you need to make sure that you have this right foundation. Otherwise, growing is not possible, or with growing, your business will fail and break. So this was the first thing that we discovered. The second thing was that he said, yeah, I'm not sure where I want to take this. I see so many business models out there which are much more profitable than mine. Fulfillment is a pain. I need to onboard more employees in order to fulfill for my clients. And yeah, this takes up the margin, so it's not that profitable. I see there a client who is doing X and his profit margins are really high. His order values are very high, so maybe I shift the model, or I just want to have a more profitable business. This is a legit wish that you can have. But what you don't see is how long does it take or took this person to build this high profitable business. Because he is just in business for a bit more than 1 year. And you cannot have the foundation like a business owner who is in business for 10 years. So how could you? And let's focus on what really drives your business. Fulfillment. And this was the second thing we're talking about, and that what I see with a lot of business owners. They see that they have traction, they see that money is coming in, they build a great thing, they have some kind of foundation, and now they want to grow. But what they really lacking is dialing in again on the fulfillment side, really knowing what you're doing there, and getting rid of all the things that you don't really need to do in order to grow your business, in order to fulfill for better results. You need to cut down the fulfillment to what really works, and maybe you need to take on things that improves fulfillment, that improves results. And for him especially, I said, figure out for this one client, because he struggled with one client especially. He took this client because he thought, yeah, this is a really great client, and it is also a really great client for him. But what he hasn't thought of is he needs to work with this client, and the person who he was working with needs to be developed in order to work better together. And so I told him, you really have to find a way to take the business owner with you on this journey in order to work better together. This will improve your fulfillment. This will improve also the process when you are talking to new business owners, so new prospects, in order to figure out on what stage are they in. Are you able to fulfill easily, or does it take up your time? So you need to focus more there at the moment, and figuring out how can you fulfill in a better way, more easily, much faster. Not chasing any other business model, because this is the foundation, again, the foundation of your business that will allow the exponential growth later on. So this was the second thing we are talking about, and that I want to share with you here. And the third thing was really this new opportunity thing. So as he grew as a business owner, more and more opportunities showed up to him. It's the same thing Alex Hormozi is talking a lot in his videos as well. So the more successful you are, the more opportunities you will get. And this is exactly what happened to him as well. So he was, as I said, just in business for roughly a little bit more than 1 year. And now there are coming other people to him and say, you're doing such a great thing, would you partner with me and do this thing and do this other thing? And this is really a trap, because you need to focus on your thing first. And this comes down to knowing what you really want and what you want to grow your business into, knowing your goals. And sometimes it's better to reduce the velocity and just pause, reflect. What are your true goals? What do you really want to achieve with your business? And get rid of all the distractions. So it's really sitting down with your own feelings, with your own thoughts. What is the true thing that you are building towards to? And this is what we discussed as a third thing with him as well. He wasn't sure where he wants to take this business to. What is the future of this business? And there I said, you need to really focus and come up with a clear vision and for your company. You really have to envision the whole thing. if you don't really have a great detailed picture what you want to achieve with your business, you will end in a direction that you don't really want to end up. And I saw this a lot. A lot of business owners felt the pressure of their business. It wasn't fun for them to run the business. And all comes down to not knowing where you want to take your business to. So you are completely confused. There are all these opportunities, there are all the problems within your business, which are normal. And if you don't have the right goal, the direction where you want to go, you will end up in this miserable place. So you need to take time to reflect. And this is complete contrarian to what everyone else is saying. Just figure it out on the way when you go. I think it's more like Einstein said this: if you have 1 hour to solve a problem, take 55 minutes in order to think through the problem and then 5 minutes to solve it. And for me, it really means to take the time to reflect what you really want to have, what you really want to build this business into. And then you're much faster and it just flows and you go very fast to your destination. But you really have to take the time for yourself to assess where you want to go. And these are the third things I want to share with you out of this coaching course, because this really traps so many business owners. I saw it so often and I truly believe that it will help you. And see you in the next video.